Well, welcome to this show, my friends. We have a jam-packed hour for you today. I need to be on my A game, so caffeine is in order, and not just any caffeine. There's this new coffee I've been waiting to try, and it includes an interesting ingredient. So we thought, perfect for Hot Topics, and here to try it with me is today's panel, King 5 Sports anchor Chris Egan, host of Being Yourself Loudly podcast, Isabel Mata, and New Day producer Rebecca. Good morning, my friends.
Good morning.
I thought I was just talking Mariners. I got to try coffee now?
Oh, yes, my friend. And actually, apparently you need it because you've just informed us that you have been up for 42 hours straight.
It's all for New Day. It's all for the Mariners. You know what? You brought coffee. I can't complain.
How are you still moving?
I don't know, but this could be an interesting hot topic. You need to have the hot button ready. I'm not sure what I'm going to say.
Oh, well, I'm glad that we brought you this new olive oil infused drink. I think it's pronounced oleato. I could be wrong. It's available at select Starbucks, including the one right down the street here in Soto. So a tall, which is the smallest size, this is a grande. The smallest size is $6.25. Rebecca, I hope you put this on the company card. We may just say how it is, so everyone give it a shot.
Well, it definitely smells like olive oil.
That was my first impression, too. Like, you can smell it right away.
Oh, I'm in. I'm 1,000% in. It didn't even take more than a sip.
I like it.
Love it.
I like it.
I like it, too.
Creamy.
It does add a significant number of calories, so I don't know that I like it that much.
Maybe it's the Italian in me, but I just want to bathe in this.
Me too. It's surprisingly delicious, actually.
Smooth. It's perfect.
Maybe it's the Irish in me. I just want to put a little extra something in there.
You need it because you need it now. Although if I put Bailey's in your coffee right now after 42 hours of no sleep, then we'd really have a party.
That's what I'm thinking. The only thing that can make it better would be a little Bailey's. But I'm you know what? I'm giving this one the thumbs up. Pretty good.
This is delightful.
It's almost like a tiny bit floral to me.
I don't know, but I'm here for it. You guys, I would not normally tell you to go out there and endorse a product that is not a sponsor of New Day Northwest, but I'm telling you, go try this right now. But you're gonna have to, probably save your ducats because a tall, again, is $6.25. Well, we may need to save up our money if we want to continue living in Western Washington. That is because apparently it takes a person earning $60 an hour. $60 an hour to afford a 2-bedroom housing in parts of Seattle.
It's too much.
$60 an hour for a 2-bedroom housing.
I did not anticipate this is how it was going to be when I moved to Seattle almost 10 years ago.
And I feel like it's not that much better on the outskirts. I mean, I know you live in Puyallup, Egan.
Rebecca, that is the biggest city in the world that begins and ends with a P. And come on down. We got homes in Puyallup. It's actually Puyallup. But no, it is ridiculous. I feel bad for a lot of the people that are starting out trying to get their first home, because that's where you start building your equity and getting that dream home is your second and third home. And it's almost impossible now for people to buy that first home. And it's crazy how quickly that has transitioned. I mean, 20 years ago, I remember buying our first home for under $200,000. You can't find that anymore anymore.
Not everywhere, nowhere.
No.
And it's not getting any better in any, yes, outside Seattle it's expensive, but also outside of Washington. I mean, this is what we're seeing in most of the major cities and outside ever since the pandemic, allowed us to work in different places. So it's a problem nationwide. Isabel, I know you're actually very familiar with the housing market. You just did your house search on TV.
Yes, we did.
Wow, what was that like? Tell us about that experience.
Yeah, so me and my husband, we are on House Hunters, and we were searching first for a year-ish to find our first home, and we got so stressed out by the market, the competition, just the lack of inventory that we were seeing. I swear, there was this one house that we saw that was listed for about $800,000 outside of King County in Snohomish County, and we showed up, and the roof was literally had a hole in it. It was burned down, and it was just, you had to probably put $100,000 into it, and they were already asking way more than our budget.
Not to mention probably waive everything, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Waive any inspection, anything.
Yeah, exactly. So there was no way we were getting in. But then we took kind of the summer off last year, and we started looking again after some time, and we started realizing that the competition had gone down significantly, and interest rates were also kind of at a steady 5%.
So you hit the sweet spot.
We hit a sweet spot, and it took us about a month to find the house, and it it worked out really well for us, but it was a lot of stress, a lot of money, and you needed a lot of money right then and there. Like, it was just
And you had
not-
to do that on TV.
Yes, and that was a
not
lot.
tear your partner apart, because that would be on TV.
Yeah, I mean, we did a little bit. We had very different styles. So Richard, my husband, he wanted something that was more clean cut, modern, mid-century modern, lots of
Yes.
clean lines.
That's the right choice.
Yeah, I'm super eclectic, so I wanted something vintage and old, crown molding, like lots of character and colors.
That's very
So
different.
who won out?
We got a mix of both,
Wow.
actually. The inside of our house that we ended up buying was turnkey, super bland. I walked in and I was like, this is so boring. But it also allowed me to have like a clean slate. But the outside is this really cool blue A-frame, kind of mid-century feel.
That's cool.
With enough room to add a little bit of spunk.
How fun.
Yeah.
That's so
I can't
cool.
wait to see this episode.
Yeah, so it aired I think last week or 2 weeks ago, and it's weird watching yourself on TV, but it was a really fun process, and to go through it with our realtors was I think the best part. They were with us through the entire time, and
good.
yeah, shout out to Zoe Ramirez and Aaron Thomas for Sotheby's Realty. They were amazing, and they helped us find our home, and it felt like a dream come true in what could have been really, really stressful.
Yeah, I bet. Well, speaking of realtors, I just gonna have to give a shout out to Miss Mel Egan, Chris's wife, who is a realtor in Puyallup.
Yes, Mel Egan, John L. Scott, but no promos here. But I will
It's my
say,
show, I can't.
I will say this, and for all the home buyers out there, it is a stressful time, and I live with a realtor, so I feel it every night. So just take a deep breath.
Mel's gonna help me find a house in Bonnie Lake where I would like to live.
Bonnie Lake, or
Oh.
you can live next to us in Puyallup. We'd love to have
I love Puyallup. I love Puyallup. and the
because in
people
Puyallup, comes with your home is a pickleball court. So that's what happens.
Yes. Now you're speaking my
And
language.
scones, right?
And scones.
I do.
Endless
What more could
scones.
you
And a
want?
scone. You actually walk in and they give you a scone every
And
day.
we're thinking about putting olive oil in our scones this year.
Perfect.
Fisher's
I'm in.
like, what? I do have a quick question for you all about homes. Like, what is the one thing your home has to have? Like, for me, I mean, and of course, you don't really get to pick that much, but I would really want like a gigantic bathtub. Like, I haven't taken a bath. I mean, I take a shower, okay, but I haven't taken a bath in like years. I take a shower, just not bath. There's no, I give up.
No, but honestly, a bathtub was like the number one thing that I had to have
Thank you.
on my list because
Same.
at the end of the day, I feel like it's just the most amazing form of self-care that you can give is soaking in the bathtub
Yes.
with a glass of wine or some seltzer. I like to bring in a snack or two, but that's just me.
Snacking.
I don't know,
Yes.
snack. I mean, I definitely wine or a cup of coffee, but a snack.
No, I'm serious. I had a bowl of pasta the other night and I put
Really?
it on my little tray and it was like I had opened this world of adulthood that I didn't know I could have.
Wow,
And it
what
was
are you?
marvelous.
Holy
Kourtney
cow.
Kardashian? Did you see
mean-
this Instagram post, y'all? Have you
She's
seen
not
this?
wrong.
By the way, Amity, before we move on to the Kardashians, well, there's the post. Go ahead, move on. I was just saying, in my home, I want my own bed because I'm tired of my wife putting 18 pillows on the bed and I got no room. I got no room to give me out my own bed.
Mel, you keep the pillows strong. I mean,
Too
come
many
on,
pillows.
Cuddle with the pillows.
I support the pillows.
Too many.
All right. Back to the Instagram post,
Okay.
which looks a little bit like a murder scene.
That is a full like 7-course meal.
Are those chicken tenders?
Those are chicken tenders.
Is this in the bath?
Yes.
Why is the bath red? Can someone please explain that part to me?
Okay, so that's definitely
Are
like
they
a bath bomb situation
Yeah,
going
bath
in.
bomb.
She's got the bubbles, she's got the oils.
Is that food on the toilet?
Yes.
Okay, that I'm not so
Oh,
sure
God.
how I feel
Is it
about.
ice cream
I want to cry.
or fries?
Could be like a hamburger bun.
That's. Even if it's super
happening?
clean, I don't know.
I mean, you clean the bathroom. It's not like you're eating. I'm sure she's not eating off the toilet, but like.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not so sure about that.
Don't touch
Courtney,
that.
I stand with you.
Here's
in the
my
bathtub.
concern with all the food. I tell this to my boys, 18 and 12. You bring food in your room, guess what comes into the room?
Ants.
Ants. Thank
Varmints.
you. Thank you. Yes.
But luckily,
yes.
you clean the
Varmints.
bathroom and like clean the shower. You can wash it all down. All the crumbs, they just go down the drain.
Go down the drain.
I'm sure it doesn't actually work like that, but
if you put rice in the drain or pasta, it spreads. It's going to clog up
Yeah,
your
I was
pipes.
going to say, do we need to call a plumber for you in your new home?
Yeah.
might need to.
I will say, and I want to do a shorty on this sometime, so maybe people can share their thoughts. I do have some pretty interesting shower habits. I
Okay.
love
Wow.
to bring my coffee in the shower.
This is a
And I
late
put
night
my
show.
music on in the shower, and now I even hang eucalyptus.
Isn't the
in
show
shower.
during the
I
day?
love the
New day after
eucalyptus.
dark. We're
New day
working on
after
it.
dark.
Wait, where do you
Shower
put the
habits.
coffee cup so that water doesn't get in it?
Well, I put it between, because I still have a shower curtain because I'm old school like that, so
Yeah.
I put it between the two so that it creates a barrier.
What is
Okay.
happening?
I don't know, but it's
You
wonderful.
gotta multitask sometimes. It's okay. You do what you can.
Oh, thank you to my Hot Topics panel. I have had such a good time with you this morning. You are now dismissed.